Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back into Oh Hey Sports. Today we are going to be going over my original MLB predictions, like where I think teams are going to finish at the end of the season. I kind of want to do a check-in on what my predictions were. I have my old TikTok up where I went over them, and then I got the actual MLB standings. I'm excited to see kind of like how accurate I may have been in this. I'm really excited to check this out with you. But anyway, if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you really want to, feel free to hit that bell and subscribe. YouTube tends to like it when people like and comment. Even if you completely disagree with me, please do. That just helps the algorithm get my videos out there and please the YouTube gods. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, here we go. Go ahead and move my stuff down over here. Okay, I'm going to move my display up here. Oh, nope, not yet. That's the actual standings. Webcam. There we go. All right, I'm moving things along quite nicely. Okay, I got to put on my headphones for this. Okay, here we go. So here are my original predictions for how I think the MLB season was going to pan out. Here we go. It's opening day! Happy opening day 2022. Here's my way too early. God, my voice is like rough. I'm wondering if this is like when I had like just gotten over the Rona. Early predictions on who I think is going to win each division. Starting off the AL East, go ahead and give me Toronto. They're young. They did really well last year. I think they're going to be ready to pop off and take the next step this year. Okay, so I picked Toronto at first. I felt pretty confident about the Blue Jays actually being able to kind of pop off and potentially get through and just have like a really, really great season. And Toronto's been pretty decent this year. Let's see, where do they stand currently? Okay, so we're going back through here. We want the American League. So they are second. I knew the Yankees were probably going to be pretty good. I believe I had them originally as a potential like that number one spot is like a wild card. I knew the Yankees were going to be good this year. I didn't think they were going to be this good. But again, I had Toronto taking it, and, you know, they're in that number 2 spot, and they're having a solid season. So, okay, not the worst pick. It's somewhere kind of like in the middle there, I think. All right, I'm going to turn myself down just a hair. I think I'm peaking just a smidge. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, and then what is my next pick? Here we go. This year. Moving on to the AL Central, go ahead and give me the White Sox. Just comparing rosters up and down, I think the White Sox have the best one. Okay, the White Sox. I do think they are pretty good, and the White Sox are really good. That being said, let's see. I want to see where they are. I want to see where they're at right now. Hang on. Okay, where are the White Sox? They are third. Okay, so again, I'm trying to remember what my justification was. I remember looking at their roster and thinking like, okay, the White Sox have a really, really solid roster this upcoming year. And I think I'm just a little bit more surprised about who is ahead of them right now. I did not think Cleveland was going to be all that good. And Minnesota, I just kind of have them as like a perpetually like half-decent team. Like, I don't want to call them mid, but that's probably the best way I can explain it. But at the same time, you know, there's only 2 games that separate, literally 2 games that separate first and third place in this division. I don't hate my pick here at all. I think this is actually pretty accurate. I'm hoping this is my worst pick I've had so far. Finally, in the AL West, go ahead and give me Houston. It's a safe pick, but I have no reason to believe they wouldn't win this division. And I don't think anyone else could. Houston is, like, they are God tier. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love my Seattle Mariners, like, big time. I really, really do. And I am shocked at how well the Seattle Mariners are doing. But, like, and even though Seattle has been on that tremendous run, I think the last time, other than the time they lost to the Yankees this last round, or this last series, Houston is the only team that's been able to just absolutely slap around the Seattle Mariners. Even on that tremendous streak that they've been on. The Mariners have just been absolutely incredible, and they just cannot get by Houston. They are the top of the top. And even though the Yankees and the Dodgers are doing as good as they're doing, if someone from the future came back and just told me, yeah, the Houston Astros absolutely dominated the World Series, I'd absolutely believe them.
Although I think it'll be more competitive than last year. Moving on to the NL and the East, go ahead and give me Atlanta. I think the defending champs are still going to take this division, although the Mets will be close behind them.
All right, well, let's see about that. Okay, so now we're going to jump over here to the National League. So let's take a look. So what did I pick? I picked the Mets. Is that what I said? Did I pick the Mets? Oh, my God. My memory is just absolutely
East, go ahead.
Garbage.
Give me Atlanta. I think the defending champs are still going to take this division, although the Mets will be close behind them.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we have Atlanta, who is in second, and they're only 3.5 games behind the Mets. I guess I can't really say I'm too surprised about that. I mean, the other two teams, I just got it backwards. I said Atlanta was going to take this division, but the Mets are going to be close behind them. I just got it. It's a little bit backwards, but ultimately, I don't hate that pick. I'm going to give myself a B- on that one. I'll be generous. B.
NL Central's a little bit of a tough one, but go ahead and give me Milwaukee here.
So, in addition to being a Mariners fan, I'm also a St. Louis Cardinals fan, and I have a lot of family ties back there. And I'm actually, I think I'm pretty proud of this pick. I did pick Milwaukee to be the top of the charts there. They currently are, although St. Louis is only a half game back. We'll see what happens there. But ultimately, yeah, I think I'm spot on here. I was right here. Go me.
West Dodgers, yeah.
And yeah, and then of course down here, like Dodgers, like I think everyone and their mother and their sister and their significant others, third cousin, twice removed, knew that the Dodgers were going to be the team to beat in baseball pretty much across the board. And the fact that they're doing what they're doing this season surprises absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody is surprised by this at all.
Sorry, I'm doing this quick, but I want to include my wild cards.
All right, so I'm going to include my wild cards. Let's see how accurate I am here.
Reminder, baseball has 3 wild cards per league this year. In the American League, go ahead and give me the Yankees, Tampa Bay, and yes, Seattle.
Yankees, Tampa Bay, Seattle. So Yankees, so let's go to the wild card here. So, okay, not bad. Look, I did pick the Seattle Mariners. Here they are. They are in that number 2 spot pretty handily right now. And I think Seattle's got a pretty easy schedule coming up the rest of the way. I would not be the least bit surprised if Seattle jumps Toronto for that 1 spot. But I think it's going to be Seattle, Toronto, 1 and 2. I'm hoping either Toronto or Seattle end up in that 1 or 2 spot. I don't want to see Toronto and Seattle play each other in the first round. If for no other reason, my brother's a big Toronto Blue Jays fan. And while that would be fun, I want to see Seattle make a little bit of a run. And they just made a couple of trades that I think kind of help bolster their pitching rotation. So Seattle's going to be a tough team to beat from here on out. But yeah, I think overall, my top 6 picks were pretty accurate, with the exception of Toronto of Minnesota. But like I said, with Minnesota, they are it's a tough division. It is a really tough. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. I picked the White Sox. White Sox again, only 2 games back. White Sox could very easily jump up and take that spot.
And in the NL, go ahead and give me the Mets, St. Louis, and San Francisco.
Okay, so this one not quite as good. So going down here to the NL, Mets, beautiful, got that. St. Louis, got that, love it. San Diego, I didn't have them doing. I knew they were a good team, but I believe with because Tatis was injured at the beginning of the season. So like I didn't think they were going to hold up. I thought they would drop off. Obviously they got oh my gosh, why am I forgetting his name? Padres new players. God, why am I Soto? Juan Soto. I remembered before it showed up. There we go. Beautiful. Go me. But they do have Juan Soto now. I think they are going to be just absolutely dominant. San Francisco, I don't know what happened to you. I had such high hopes for San Francisco coming in the beginning of this year, but no. And just to recap, who did I say?
NL, go ahead and give me the Mets, St. Louis, and San Francisco.
Okay, Mets, love it. I mean, they're winning their division right now. And then St. Louis, love it. But then San Francisco's letting me down. I think that was if I had a big whiff in all of this, I think that was going to be it. I thought San Francisco would be way better than they were this year, and I just nope. Sorry, San Francisco. I love you, but yep, not doing it for me this year. But overall, honestly, I think I did pretty okay. Let's watch.
There you go. There's my predictions. 60 seconds. What are your predictions? What do you think of my predictions? And happy opening day.
I think your predictions were decent. Not too bad past me. I hope you're feeling better now. I am. But yeah, nonetheless, I don't love these picks, but I don't hate them. All in all, I think I did pretty well though. Anyway, should I make some predictions now? I may have to go back and make another TikTok on like some updated predictions. So I'm gonna do that now. Actually, okay. Do I think things are gonna change? Yes. And here are the big things I think are going to change. So let's just jump to the wild card one. I think this is fine. I think the Yankees have a stranglehold on their thing. We'll see if Minnesota can keep it up. I still have faith in the White Sox. I think if the White Sox are able to put together some kind of run, I think they can jump up and take it. I think it's entirely a possibility. I feel pretty good about that. The wild card in there that I did not expect to have to consider was Cleveland. Like, look, I love like the fact that Cleveland is doing well. I think baseball is just a little bit better when Cleveland is good. I think it's just nothing but good for baseball. But I had them being absolutely terrible this year, and they're actually pretty good. But yeah, I think a lot of this is going to be aside from Minnesota. I think a lot of this is going to hold out. I think we got Tampa Bay, Seattle, and Toronto ending up in those wildcard spots. I think that's absolutely where it's going to be. Let's see. What do I have down here? And then the NL, I think a lot of this holds true. I want St. Louis to catch Milwaukee. I don't think they're going to, though. I think Seattle or St. Louis is going to firmly be in that third playoff spot. I think this is going to be exactly where it is now. Let's see. The San Diego Padres, they're great, but they are not going to catch the LA Dodgers. Just look at this stupid run differential. This blows my mind. They have an over 200 run differential at this point in the year. Typically, if there is a run differential that is huge, it's like 200. It's north of 200 at the end of the year. We still have like, God, how many games left to go? Like 40 games left to go, and they are just absolutely, like, actually, just out of curiosity, I want to do the math. Okay, 162 games, so 72 plus 33, 105, 62, or 162 minus 105. They still have 57 games left. They could almost have 250 in the run differential category. I say all this to say is that the San Diego Padres are not going to catch them, even though they got Juan Soto. They're going to be really good. I think they'll catch up. They might maybe overtake Atlanta for that first spot, but ultimately, as a matter of fact, yeah, that'll be my prediction for this. I think San Diego takes the #1 overall spot in the wild card, but ultimately that's as far as they're going to get because they're not going to catch the Dodgers. And yeah, I think this is it. I think those are my predictions from here on out. But anyway, yeah, what do you all think of my original predictions? What do you think of my new predictions? Let me know in the comments what you think. But anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. As always, feel free to like the video if you like it or dislike it if you dislike it. Leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell, let you know when I go live. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in. I hope you all are doing well. Bye, YouTube. See you later. Bye. Have a good one.